Hey guys and girls, it's Nathan here from the B.Invested headquarters, just going along with foolish things that happen out there in the property industry, into the market in general. I recently did a video regarding foolish things that people do when it comes to the legal aspects of your life. It's not just limited to buying a property, it is the holistic approach from end to end. Today I want to talk about the legal aspects from a lawyer's perspective, foolish things that happen out there, things that you can avoid, things that you can improve on, things that you can make sure you don't make the costly mistakes. So as I said in my previous video, just for a bit of recap, if you haven't seen that, is that there is a difference. This is my first big thing out there when it comes to getting someone to look after like a purchase of a property. Conveyancer, lawyer or solicitor. Like lawyer, solicitor, just different words. A conveyancer is not a lawyer. They don't do legal sort of work, but they can help you when it comes to a purchase of a property. So there's a lot of things that you're missing by going with a conveyancer over a lawyer. I never go with lawyers because lawyers can do lots and lots of extra things. Some of the things that I've seen over the year that are really, really bad out there, you get good, bad and ugly in any sort of industry, but I have seen some of these like lawyers which don't really have that great of ethics, or conveyancers specifically, where they might have like a one-stop shop. They try and give you like some investment advice. So I've seen lawyers give like, do you want to buy a property? And they try and sell you a property at a law firm, which is kind of a conflict of interest. I have developers all the time coming to us trying to offer us 50 grand to sell a property. Some of these lawyers should be acting in your best interest, and they act with recklessness by trying to advise you to buy a property from them, which could be a new property, off the plan, glossy brochure, whatever. But just be careful that you're getting legal advice, which is independent, sort of legal advice when it comes to that. Not let's try and tack on other sort of added value things where they get paid for. Making sure that the lawyer has your best interest but not too conservative. I had a lawyer once which was not acting on my instructions. The lawyer was told to exchange contracts. It was a sort of family friend that had been acting on behalf of the family for many, many years, like decades, and I wanted some stuff to happen. I understood all my rights. I was only about 19 at the time. And from that perspective, I probably lost out about $500,000 from the lawyer's decision not to execute a contract when I asked him to. And it still hurts me today because it was like 130 grand property. It's probably worth like 600 grand now. At the time, it was probably worth 200. And I was just ropeable. And I was like, you didn't act in my instructions. And it cost me money. And there's lots of times where lawyers can, not act in your best interest, not have the knowledge to act on your best outcome. So some of the other things is for not being able to communicate properly. Some lawyers, have poor communication. So when it comes down to, your lawyer will give you advice, but when it comes to settling a property, are they able to push a deal across the line? Because they need to have charm and charisma as well, which generally lawyers are just lawyers. They don't have charm, charisma, or a personality. And you want to make sure that you got someone that can actually, be aggressive when they need to be aggressive and be very nice when they need to be nice. And that is the sign of a good lawyer. Is, a negotiation doesn't stop on the day you sign a contract. The most crucial time for the negotiation is when it's with the lawyer in the cooling off period or finance clause, whatever it is, over the period of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or whatever the terms that you've negotiated. Quite often you need to order an extension to something, try and renegotiate the price. Your lawyer could be, saving you 2 grand, 3 grand, 5 grand when it comes to the negotiation, and being able to being a good trained negotiator to push for extra price reductions throughout the process. The other thing that you want to make sure about your lawyer is that they protect you from all aspects. As I mentioned in the last video, when you're buying an asset, it's not just about is it first and foremost you need to understand that they're helping you make an educated decision on an asset which could be $250,000, $500,000, $1 million, whatever today, but it could be like 3, 4 or 5 times that when you go to dispose of the asset. So their advice that they give you today could form good structuring or poor structuring when it gets to the end of the equation, when you go to sell the property or the asset later on down the track. You want to make sure that your lawyer is a good trained negotiator to be able to get things in across the line, to be able to move and shake things to happen out there. So there is lots of things that you need to look at from that perspective. You also want to make sure that your lawyer is in this experienced field. So people say, oh, my friend's a lawyer. Are they a commercial lawyer? Are they a family lawyer? Are they a property lawyer? Are they a probate lawyer? Are they a criminal lawyer? A criminal lawyer that helps get drug dealers out of jail or whatever the case may be will be very different than a commercial lawyer, and a commercial lawyer will be very different than a property sort of lawyer, and you want to make sure that they understand the right lingo. Sure, they're lawyers. It's like saying you work with a car. Are you a panel beater, or are you a mechanic? Right? Or are you a salesperson on a car? So it's important to work out what sort of area your lawyer actually experiences in to ensure that they're going to be able to execute the best sort of results for you out there in the marketplace. And you want to make sure what your lawyer's sort of experience level is out there, and what sort of results, and are they working predominantly on investors? Are they predominantly working on residential property, commercial property, and what are their skill set, and how do they actually carry themselves? Because it's been something that's cost me money. I've used a fair few different lawyers over the years, and it's cost me money from having poor lawyers out there. So make sure that you I said poor grammar in there. Just make sure that you are getting the right team around you, the right people that are going to help you get to where you want to be on all angles. You want to make sure that your lawyer, a good lawyer, will also help you protect your assets moving forward, whether it be from a will perspective, whether it be getting the enduring guardianship, or the people around you if something goes wrong in your life. So if you need help to find a non-foolish lawyer, we have one here. And we have a whole legal team here at B.Invested. It's Zenith Legal, so if you want to contact Zenith Legal, feel free to contact Zenith Legal. If you want to contact our office to be put in contact personally, 1300 367 925 or admin@binvested.com.au. My team will put you in contact with my lawyers. Stephen Sidorovsky is my principal lawyer over there, and we can help you out from all different areas of law, whether it is property related, whether it is from that criminal related, whether it is from, when I say criminal, it could be driving offence or whatever, whether it be from family law, whether it be from a business and commercial perspective. We'll catch up soon. Have an awesome day. Bye for now.